I take care of the world when I take care of myself. If you take care of yourself, you'll notice that the world around you is a much better place. When you take care of yourself, you'll notice that your relationship has a much better energy. When you take care of yourself, you'll notice that your family will also have a much better dynamic. Take care of yourself so that you always show up as the best version of yourself. And that is what I want you to think about every single day this week. Are you taking care of yourself? Because when you do, you take care of the world.
This is episode 111. I am so happy that you're here, and thank you for joining my show, your coach, Helen Yuskovic. I am on a worldwide mission to help people get confident in putting themselves first, because I used to put myself second my whole life. And because of that, I experienced every unhealthy relationship possible. An unhealthy relationship with myself, my health, my wealth, my intimate relationships, my family, my friends, and my career. I'm now living in an abundance that I used to just dream about. So I want to pave the way for you too. It's time, guys. It's time that you live in the life of your dreams as well. So let's take a step towards that right now. P.S. Subscribe to my podcast on your app now so that you always tune in to my new episodes.
Hello, hello, hello. It's time for another episode of Micro Mindful Moments. And I love Micro Mindful Moments because it just gives me and you a chance to reflect, to pause, to take some time to see how we are doing on this thing called life. And this micro mindful moment is something that you should do every single week for yourself. And you can also do it in the same order that I go through on this episode. And it is 6 amazing little areas that can make such a really big difference in your life. Now, the first thing is, what did you learn from last week? Now, what I learned from last week is that my energy determines my days. So how I am feeling will translate to how my day will pan out. Now, the thing is, if you have any sort of energy blocks as well that you may not even realize that you have, it's really great to release those or to work with a practitioner that can help you release any blocks and stagnation so that way your energy flows beautifully. I am someone that falls victim to energy vampires a lot, so I absorb other people's energy. So I always work with a coach or a healer of some sort. I always work with someone. I don't do life alone, and I don't think anyone should. I invest in myself, and I make sure that I prioritize investing in myself. Now, I was having, a lack of abundance recently, and I worked on releasing any energy blocks when it comes to that, and with my coach. And after our session, everything just opened up and this beautiful abundance just started flowing in. My energy started shifting and changing and feeling a lot more free and beautiful. So that is my lesson from last week. What's yours? A beautiful moment from last week is the second thing. What is a beautiful moment that you had last week? My beautiful moment was babysitting my niece and my nephew. They're so gorgeous. They're so beautiful. And I love hanging out with them. When we got to their house, because our other friend was babysitting them first while I worked. And after work, I went and picked them up and we got food that they love. And we had a little picnic in my car. So much fun. When we got to their house, I'm like, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to watch TV? What do we have to do? Let's feed the animals. We all fed the animals. Like, we all did it as a little threesome together. It was so cute. It was so beautiful. And I was like, right, these are the rules. When we get in the house, the first thing that has to happen is you guys are going to run upstairs and put your PJs on. And then I'm going to go and assess the situation for dog poo and dog wee and cat poo and all of that sort of stuff. Because I didn't want anyone stepping on anything. So we had an action plan, and it was so good. They were so cute. They got changed into their pajamas because it just saves a job for later, And then I assessed the area, disinfected anything that I didn't want them to step on, and cleaned up anything from the animals that I didn't want them to step on either. And then we fed the dogs and the cat as a team, and then we sat down and watched YouTube stuff. But what was cute was I sat on the couch. One came under my right arm and then the other came under my left arm, and we were just all snuggled up on the couch watching TV or iPad, whatever we were doing, but we were just together. And I loved that moment, and it's embedded deep in my brain. Now, the next part of this micro mindful moment is a podcast or a book that I recommend. Today, I want to recommend a podcast called The Cabral Concept. And The Cabral Concept is a podcast with Stephen Cabral, who is a functional doctor, naturopath, Ayurvedic specialist. He's just amazing at what he knows with knowledge. And I listen to it all the time because he has a lot of knowledge around health, illness, conditions, and how our body basically communicates what's going on from the inside out. And actually, it's so funny. I've had 3 calls this week of people that have had a niggle or an ache or a pain in their body or something that's recurring, and they're like, Helen, this is going on. What do you think? And it's so nice now that people are understanding that our body is just communication. Our body talks to us, and it will show up as a ache, a pain, a condition, an illness, whatever it is, if we ignore the triggers for too long. So everything is healable. I've done it quite a few times. So the Cabral Concept is a great podcast to subscribe to if that is something that is of interest to you as well, if you're a health nut like me. The next part of this beautiful micro mindful moment is what I want to improve on this week. What do you want to improve on this week? Mine is not taking others' energy on. So I work with a lot of people, and everyone comes with a different energy. And sometimes the energies that I don't like spending much time with are the ones that are chaotic and the ones that are too stressful, too quick. Take a chill pill, relax. Everything's going to get done. Everything is all good. We have our health. What is the big fuss? So those people that are really chaotic and me don't mix well. And it's okay because I just spend a lot less time with that person or engaging with that person. That is what I want to improve on this week, not taking others' energy on, because when I do, I just dip real low. I dip really, really low. My energy goes not really low, and I start to feel demotivated, and then I've got to do all the work to get back up. So the best thing for me to do is, if I sense someone with an energy field and an aura that may impact me, just to be mindful of that and just to slowly back away one step at a time. A tip, a hack, or a strategy for this week: take breaks. Please take breaks. I didn't take a break yesterday or the day before, and I hate it. I hate it so much because I feel so uninspired and demotivated when I don't take breaks. So taking breaks is essential for productivity. Make sure that, gosh, that's what I should improve on. Instead, I should swap the last 2 points. But anyway, so I really want to focus on taking a break today, make sure that I have at least a break. I have booked in a workout for a few hours' time, so that will be a break for me. Hallelujah. And then when you take breaks, guys, it re-energizes you. It re-energizes your mind, your soul, your spirit, and that way you're more effective when it comes to work or parenthood, whatever it is that you're doing. Take breaks. Doesn't matter how long, just take a break from anything that requires a lot of your focus. And the last thing that I want to leave you with, team, is the affirmation for this week. And the affirmation for this week is, I take care of the world when I take care of myself. I take care of the world when I take care of myself. If you take care of yourself, you'll notice that the world around you is a much better place. When you take care of yourself, you'll notice that your relationship has a much better energy. When you take care of yourself, you'll notice that your family will also have a much better dynamic. Take care of yourself so that you always show up as the best version of yourself. And that is what I want you to think about every single day this week. Are you taking care of yourself? Because when you do, you take care of the world. I'll see you guys next week.
Thank you times infinity for spending time with me. It really means a lot. Putting yourself first will really help escalate your goals, your dreams, and I love being on the journey with you. So make sure you come and tell me on my Instagram at Whole Health, which is HOL_health, and comment below this podcast photo to share your thoughts on my show today. And if you enjoyed it, please leave me a 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify so that I can keep bringing amazing value to you. I'm sending you truckloads of love, power, and joy. Bye for now.